The bold and the beautiful spoilers say that Heather Tom sure has a reason to celebrate this month. It's her 15th anniversary on the soap. Here's what the bold and the beautiful star Heather Tom loves about her job. Speaking to Soap Opera Digest in a new interview, Heather, who plays Katie Logan on the hit CBS soap, says she remembers her first day on the set like it was just yesterday. She says, "I had my first scenes with Catherine Kelly Lang, and I remember I had a wardrobe fitting with Birgit Miller, the costume designer at the same, and she said, 'Katie is not very fashionable,' and I was like, 'We're going to change that.'" Heather continued, "Katie came on very much living in her big sister's shadow, and it was nice to play with that aspect and have her find her own style and her own look. I also love how they always bring in new characters coming through the front door, and so that's what I did. I walked through the front door and was like, 'Hey, I'm back from San Francisco.'" Heather also said that Katie sure has made a lot of changes over the course of the last 15 years. She explained, "I really appreciate that she hasn't been stuck in one place. Over the years, Katie has had a lot of different things happen that have changed her worldview and how she approaches problems and relationships. At her core, she has the same values, and there will always be that part of her that feels like she's in her sister's shadow, but she has definitely come into her own." That said, congratulations to Heather on her 15 years on The Bold and the Beautiful. We can't wait to find out what's in store for Katie Logan in the coming weeks and months ahead, as we know there's always going to be some kind of drama in her life, right? What's next on The Bold and the Beautiful? Thank you for being a reader of Soap Spoiler. What do you think of this story? Drop us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. Also, come back right here, as we've got all of the news you need to know about your favorite celebrities and members of the British royal family. If that weren't enough, we've also got spoilers from The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates show Sheila Sharp is about to receive news regarding the latest addition to the Il Giardino team. Deacon Sharp has decided to bring Remy Price on board for a trial period, but it looks like he might soon make that arrangement permanent. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Remy Price continues to try to impress Deacon. During the week of December 2 to 6, Remy will be focused on making a strong impression on Deacon to demonstrate that he deserves this chance. Deacon has been pleased with Remy's performance so far, and if he continues on this path, he might even offer some compliments. However, there's a risk that Remy could become sidetracked by his infatuation with Electra Forrester. It's quite likely that he'll find himself more captivated by her than by his responsibilities, leading to moments of distraction, especially when Sheila approaches him at the bar. Sheila is set to officially meet Remy, which might give her the opportunity to sense that he has something weighing on his mind. B and B spoilers. Sheila Carter may give Remy Price some bad advice. Electra and Will Spencer are set for a romantic evening at Il Giardino, which will also bring Remy into the picture as he encounters Will. Watching Electra bond with another guy might stir up feelings of jealousy in Remy, making him anxious about the competition. If Sheila happens to notice Remy gazing at Electra and Will, she could easily deduce that he has feelings for her and that Will is a hurdle in his path. In that scenario, Sheila might offer Remy some questionable advice after all. She's a hopeless romantic ever since finding her own love with Deacon. It's possible that Sheila will encourage Remy to go all out to win Electra's heart and secure his own happy ending. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Not the best advice to a stalker. This is clearly not the right advice for a stalker, especially since Electra has no romantic interest in Remy at all. She has put him firmly in the friend zone, making him just a fixated troublemaker who will likely create more problems. Remy already appears to be involved in the deep fake photo scandal, so who knows what else he might do. While Sheila may not see Remy's dark side right away, she might feel a connection with him on some level. It will be interesting to see these two baddies bond. Sheila is determined and fights for what she wants, which could encourage Remy and lead him further down a bad path. Who knows, he might even shock her with his actions. The bold and the beautiful viewers have watched Deacon Sharp transform from Brooke Logan's drunk baby daddy to a semi-decent human being. Deacon's only downfall on B&B seems to be he's a sucker for psychopaths and can't stop collecting underdogs and outcasts at Il Giardino. Is that why Remy Price was immediately drawn to the restaurant owner? Here's what's coming up next week on Bold and Beautiful. Spoilers ahead. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Remy Price has a screw or two loose. He seems to be plotting to kidnap Electra Forrester and lock her in his closet. We already know the handsome pal from her past has a shrine for the young Forrester and has been stalking her for months. Since arriving in Los Angeles, Remy has already caught up with Electra and bumped into Il Giardino owner Deacon Sharp. According to B&B spoilers, it's no coincidence that the soap writers had Remy and Deacon sharing scenes, and rumor has it they will share some sort of connection. In fact, some fans on social media even think that Remy could be revealed to be Deacon's long-lost son from a drunken one-night stand. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Remy Price makes Il Giardino home. Remy Price will obviously need a job to bankroll his stalking and lurking, and Deacon is short-staffed since Luna Nozoa went on her killing spree. It's a safe bet that Remy could end up working at Il Giardino soon. Is it possible that Remy is somehow linked to Deacon and could turn out to be a long-lost relative or even his son? Another possibility is that Remy is actually the son of Deacon's wife, Sheila Carter. After all, Sheila would certainly be impressed with his Electra shrine and has made a few of her own on the soap. Remy could have inherited his stalking tendencies from his birth mom, Sheila Carter. B&B spoilers. Deacon Sharp bonds with newbie Remy Price. Regardless of how it plays out, Deacon has always had a soft spot for misunderstood villains. He even married one. Even if Remy doesn't turn out to be his son or stepson, Deacon will most likely take him under his wing, give him a job, and treat him like a son. Do you think that Remy has a secret parent on the show? Did the writers have him shoot scenes with Deacon because they have a secret connection? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Will Spencer's going to connect some dangerous dots. B&B fans know Will's already been asking a lot of questions about Electra Forrester's past since he can tell she's running from something. Will wants to be someone Electra can lean on and open up to. The fact that Electra's hiding something concerns Will, mostly because he doesn't want her to feel like she has to hide anything from him at all. It may take some work, but Will's probably going to pry a confession out of Electra sooner or later. That confession may come once Electra starts explaining her connection to Remy Price. Electra has assured Will that Remy is just a friend, but he's going to be uneasy as their history unravels. Once Will and Electra's waiter turns out to be Remy at Il Giardino, that could prompt Electra to spill more about her past and how Remy stepped up for her. This may eventually lead to Electra coming clean about the deep fake photo scandal and how even some of her friends thought the photos were legit. Perhaps Electra will suggest Remy was one of the few people who believed her and gave her support during that time. Of course, Will could ultimately make a connection that Electra isn't making. It may dawn on Will that Remy himself could be behind the photos, especially since he followed Electra to LA and just seems shady overall. Electra may rush to Remy's defense if Will tries to offer any hints about that. Will might even keep his suspicions to himself and go on the hunt for proof without Electra's knowledge. Since Remy scored the apartment upstairs at Il Giardino, maybe the show gave him that for a reason. Will might decide to do some investigating and break into Remy's place at some point. Will might search for evidence that Remy was behind the photo scandal and try to prove to Elektra that Remy isn't such a wonderful guy. Unfortunately, that could lead to Will getting busted during the hunt and put on full blast by Elektra. Since Elektra trusts Remy, she may not be pleased over Will acting like her old pal is a villain, at least until B and B's ready to let will be proven right. Our predictions point to Remy's dangerous side coming out to play down the road, so stay tuned for updates on any troubling news ahead. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Will and Remy seem poised to become major rivals, so don't miss all the brewing conflict. Eric Forrester finds himself at a critical crossroads when he uncovers Carter's shocking plan to take over the family company. As a man who has always seen Carter as more than just an employee, almost like family, Eric is deeply hurt and angered by this betrayal. His trust in Carter has been shattered, leaving him feeling disillusioned. Adding to the chaos, Ridge's earlier mistake of signing key documents has made matters worse. Justin, their legal ally, is powerless to undo the damage. By next week, the unthinkable becomes a reality. Carter officially assumes the role of CEO, leaving the Forrester family grappling with a painful loss. While it's a major blow to their legacy, the Forresters refuse to back down. Determined to reclaim their rightful place, they gear up for an intense legal battle, taking Carter to court in a last-ditch effort to restore their family's legacy. Watching Carter occupy the CEO chair ignites a fury in Eric like never before. For a man who dedicated his entire life to building the Forrester empire, seeing someone else, especially someone he trusted, seize control is unbearable. Unable to stand by as Carter seemingly laughs in his face, Eric decides to take matters into his own hands. This time, he's prepared to fight dirty. Spoilers reveal that Eric hatches a clandestine plan to confront Carter. He enlists the help of a mysterious figure known for doing anything for the right price. This decision marks a turning point for Eric as he steps into a morally ambiguous territory, believing that Carter, now labeled a traitor, deserves no mercy. As Eric's plan unfolds, the stakes are raised when Carter suddenly goes missing. Hope, who has her own reasons for being invested in Carter's well-being, is devastated. Her attempts to contact him are met with silence, leaving her in tears and fearing the worst. The sudden disappearance sends shockwaves through the Forrester family and raises questions about just how far Eric is willing to go to protect what's his. What's next for the Forresters? Will Eric's bold actions bring justice or lead to further turmoil? And what will happen to Carter in the midst of this dangerous power struggle? Stay tuned as the drama unfolds, revealing whether this family feud can ever find resolution or if it will spiral into even darker territory. In a jaw-dropping revelation that has left the bold and the beautiful fans reeling, Steffy Forrester and Hope Logan have just confirmed that their long-standing rivalry is finally over, but not in the way you think. In a dramatic twist, the two fan-favorite characters made a surprising announcement that will change everything we thought we knew about their relationship. The bombshell news has sent shockwaves through the B&B fandom, with fans left in disbelief over what this means for the future of both characters. What led to this unexpected turn of events? How will it impact their personal lives, their families, and the ongoing drama at Forrester Creations? Stay tuned because this is only the beginning of what promises to be an unforgettable storyline. A wardrobe is crucial to building a character in a soap opera, especially the bold and the beautiful since fashion is the backdrop. We have often seen how a character's styling choices align with their vibe, personality, and traits, eventually elevating the overall feel and believability of the character. Not too long ago, we saw a stark shift in Ludanozawa's wardrobe as soon as her character moved from the angelic category to the gray area, and then her full-blown villain era. Ludanozawa started off as this beautiful angelic damsel, usually dressed in lighter shades and flowy fabrics. However, As soon as she embraced her dark side on screen, she shifted to wearing dark shades and leather jackets, clearly showing that she is a baddie. Now, we are suddenly noticing the same theme with Hope Logan on The Bold and the Beautiful. In a recent episode, she swapped her usual sharp business formals and casuals for a rugged and bold black leather jacket, much like Luna's. This shift has come after a period of name-calling and finger-pointing in Hope's direction. So we won't really be surprised if Hope has internally experienced a shift. Perhaps she has decided to step away from being Ms. Goody Two-Shoes and embrace her inner darkness. The latest set of B&B spoilers indicates that she has fully made up her mind to take over Forrester Creations with Carter Walton on her side. Even when Brooke tries to dissuade her, Hope stands her ground. It is clear that Hope is not going to be a pushover anymore, nor is she planning to play a victim. She has taken enough blame for everything, especially from Steffi regarding Thomas Forrester. In fact, now Ridge Forrester has turned against her too. He is completely turning a blind eye to everything Steffi, Thomas, and Liam have done in the past. He is choosing to see Hope as the only villain and wrongdoer in all their lives, which of course is unfair. Even though we are struggling to see Hope as the ultimate bad girl, mostly because of her past, yet we would love to see her embrace the darkness and stand up for herself. The same way she refused to give in on Brooke's behest in the lastest B&B preview video. It seems like it truly is the beginning of a new era for her, and we are here for it. Ridge asked Justin for help with the LLC papers, but he doesn't know that Justin could double-cross him again on The Bold and the Beautiful. He could conspire with a colleague of his. After all, everyone wants a piece of the Forrester pie these days. Keep your enemies close. Ridge asked Justin to verify whether the LLC papers were tampered with. Brooke came to him with the news about Carter's and Hope's coup attempt. She overheard them saying that Carter forged LLC papers so that he could take over Forrester Creations. This is the first time that his best friend and business partner betrayed him. However, Ridge is willing to trust Justin, who has caused him more pain in the past. Justin kicked Ridge out of a helicopter and dumped him off the coast of the Pacific Ocean. He also locked his son Thomas in a cage. Justin also worked with Ridge's biggest enemy, Bill Spencer, who has also caused harm to him and his family. He could double-cross Ridge by grabbing a copy of the LLC papers. Justin could go over the papers with Bill. This would embolden Bill to take over SC. The surprise twist: Ridge isn't thinking straight. He's too trusting of a man who attempted to do the same to Bill, which caused the end of their friendship. Yet, he feels that Carter is the one who's caused havoc. It's safe to say he hasn't been himself because of his relationship with Hope. Justin walked away with the original copy of the LLC papers. However, it's possible that he could make a copy behind the scenes. He could share this new information with Bill. Ridge needs to be careful about handling sensitive business situations moving forward. Someone always has an ulterior motive. Ridge should already know about this. He could be headed for more twists and turns. Forrester Creations might end up in the wrong hands. Suddenly, it's not Carter that Ridge should be worried about.